just read the news, perhaps you did too. Archaeologists have discovered in a cave in France the oldest piece of the world's most important technology. 50,000 years old, to be exact. What was it? It was a piece of string made by the Neanderthal people 50,000 years ago. And it still is a very important piece of technology. More important than all the electronics you might have in your house, for without the string, cords, cables, all of that would not have been possible. Thread, cloth, nets, fishing lines. And especially, of course, without string, you could not tie your shoes. So, what typically happens when technology comes around is story soon follows. And there are always stories being told with every technology. Look at all the stories that are being told right now through our modern electronic technology. But this world's oldest and most important technology of string is full of stories. For example, to tie your shoes, to learn to tie a bow, it's good to know a story. When I was a boy, my mother taught me this story about finding the rabbit. In order to tie your shoes, you need to find the rabbit. To find the rabbit, you have to go through the door to the crossroads where the roads cross, and then you have to go under the bridge, go way down low till you find the long path that goes along the stream below the bridge. Follow that path until you find a place where there is a tree growing. Quietly go around the tree, for rabbits like to make their homes in the soft earth around the roots of trees. Quietly, carefully around the tree, and then you'll find a little rabbit hole. Quietly and carefully again, poke your head inside, and there you just might see the rabbit. And there is Rabbit's little button nose, and his whiskers, and his long rabbit ears. So, if you know how to tie a bow on your shoe, you too can be a story maker with that ancient technology. Just use the shapes that are made in the course of making the bow as you go from straight to cross to looped strings, and decide what each image represents as you string out your story. Here's another example of a story on a shoestring. One windy day, two boys went out to fly their kites. They went to the top of the hill, and the wind blew the kites this way and that way, and then the kites crossed. The kites crashed to the ground. Well, now, this boy came to get his kite. They wrestled each other to the ground. This boy came to get his kite. The wind out of themselves. And you know what happened? What's the idea of flying your kite so close to mine?
What do you mean? I was here first.
No, you weren't. I was.
Oh yeah, well I'm gonna get you.
One string was too tangled to be used, but one string was still good. One kite was too broken to be used, but one kite was still good. So they took the one good string, tied it to the one good kite, and spent the rest of that afternoon enjoying the wind and the kite together and learning to get along. Now, if you take the string off the shoe, you can still tell stories with it. All you need to know is how to tie a bow. For example, what if this was a leaf in the top of a tree? There was a tree with a leaf blowing back and forth in the wind when along came a caterpillar looking for something to eat. He bumps into the tree. Oh, my nose. Ow. He looked up. Whoa. And there on the top of the tree he saw that leaf. Well, it was a little leaf, but it was better than nothing. So the caterpillar climbed up the tree to get to the leaf. But you know how things far away look small, but when you get up close you see they're bigger after all. When he got up to the top of that tree, he saw it was a great big leaf. And that's good, for this was a hungry caterpillar. So he ate that leaf right down until at last it really was a little leaf. But that's okay, because by that point this was a fat and happy caterpillar. There he was, up in the top of that tree now, swaying back and forth in the breeze, full of that meal and getting kind of sleepy, so he yawned. And he fell asleep. But it was cold in the top of that tree, so he wrapped himself in a caterpillar blanket. And what do we call that? A chrysalis. Some call it a cocoon. When he woke up, that caterpillar yawned, and he stretched, and he looked down. He said, "Oh no, I'm way up high in this tree. How will I ever get down?" Then he realized he would not have to climb or crawl ever again, for as the sun came out, he found he had grown beautiful wings, for now he could flutter away as a butterfly. You can make endless possible stories. For the shoestring, as you can see, is an infinitely programmable piece of technology. You can update the stories anytime you want. Just simply, all you need to know, you don't have to know your alphabet, you don't have to know your grammar, all you have to know is how to tie a bow, and you can make an endless assortment of stories from a shoestring. I invite you to make your own stories on a shoestring, and then maybe record it with our electronic technology and share the wealth.